Greetings to you and welcome to Minikun Levity. I hope you are doing well, especially in these crazy times, right? Because I think the world has never been in so much fear and panic, than now, right? I'm just assuming, that is not the reality because I think they always say there's nothing new under the sun, all right? Maybe today, with the help of, you know, social media and the internet, we are more informed than before, and that is very good. But that could also get us in panic mode, and just that could get us in, you know, perpetual fear of what the future holds. And let me let you understand that there is hope even after a nuclear war. There is hope even after World War III and all the other, uh, horrible things, unforeseen or foreseen things that we can imagine, right? There is hope, all right? It is not something that I can draw, right? It's not something that I can just draw for you. Is this not something that I wish I could just sketch it, right? For you to understand, for you to see and feel this particular hope that I'm talking about. But just know that there is hope even what after a nuclear war. There is hope even after World War III. There is hope, right? There is going to be hope, and there is hope already. There is hope after a nuclear war, and there is hope after even World War III or anything at all that you could ever imagine. Any worst case scenario that you could ever imagine in this life, there is hope. You know, I'm saying this from a firm belief in, the mystery behind our existence as a people, you know, from a firm belief. I'm saying this from a firm belief in what Mother Nature, and from a firm belief and conviction in what life, all right? Life is, they always say it is a cycle, all right? And it is eternal. It has no end. Eternity actually starts right from here as we speak. We are already in eternity, just like Bob Marley sings in his songs. He says, um, in one of his songs, he says what? He says that, I think it's in Redemption Song, right? He says, um, how long shall we, sorry, how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. All right. Or he says, have no fear for atomic energy. All right, because none of them can stop the time. Okay, that is the message. That is to tell you that there is hope after whatever that you think could happen. Any worst case scenario after that, there is still hope, right? Because none of that can stop time. And none of that can stop the mystery behind our existence from what? From from functioning. None of them can stop that mystery. You see, we are just like a minute entity. Imagine the galaxies that exist. Imagine the different planets that exist. When you pick the flight and you look below, look at how smallish the Earth is. And you haven't even gone far deep into the sky. You are still within the atmosphere, right? But when you look down, you realize that the, the Earth becomes almost like I mean, non-existent. Meanwhile, there are several other planets up there that our greatest scientists might be able to tell us about a few of them, but many more that can never and that can never be seen or even explained. You see, so why do you have to worry about now? Why do you have to live in fear and panic? Why do you have to live in fear of the unknown? Always understand that there is something new to to experience even after all is over. All right, there is something new. I cannot tell whether it is going to be much better than the current experience, or is going to be worse than the current experience. But what is a fact is that or the fact is that there is something new, and the ticket to that new thing is our present, right? So worry not about the future, plan the future now. And planning the future now includes what? Doing your very best now, right? But knowing that you just have to put in the work and understand that the future will play out, based on your input, and then the plans that the mystery behind our existence has for you, right? So this is at the individual level, but at the global level, right? Just understand that there is hope after all this is over. There is hope. I don't know how it's gonna be, and I'm not speaking this from a religious point of view, trying to promise you, I mean, no. We are already in eternity. As we speak, we are already in eternity, right? The transition from this, assuming that a nuclear war breaks out, and then we all turn into ashes. Okay, I'm just assuming. And then, after this is done, the aftermath of what happens, even the mere transition of our physical bodies into the next form, the metaphysical, or the spiritual form, or the soul form, if you want, or the energetic form, yes, let me call it that way, form. It's still something that is that is so stimulating, to experience, because we don't know how that is going to be. Does that mean we should just blow up what we have now? Does that mean we should just destroy what we have now? just to taste what the aftermath would be, what the new reality would be. That's not what I'm saying. Like I was saying, the ticket to this new life, not like it's not even a new life. To me, it is a continuity or a continuation, sorry, of what we are already experiencing. In what form, I don't know. But this is my strong conviction that based on, you know, my strong belief and love and conviction that I have in nature, in the mystery behind our existence, and in life, I think there is hope regardless of the scenario. But let's not mess what we have right now. Let's not mess it up. What we have right now, to me, is like the passport to what this um this next experience. So let's try to make the best out of this, you know, as we await the next experience. This Let's even take a nuclear war or whatever out of it, but this same philosophy applies to our ordinary lives. We often afraid of death. We often thinking of what happens, what next and whatever. That shouldn't be our worry. That shouldn't be our trouble. We should worry about, not even necessarily should we worry, but we should make the best out of the present. Let's treat each other well. Let's um let's see what can we make constructive out of the current experience. you know I'm saying all this because despite all that is going on, the panic, the fear, and everything, it's like everybody's looking out for themselves these days and nobody cares about the other. This is what they say, but there's nothing new under the sun. I think it has always been like this. Just that with social media, today we see it more clearly. All right. At first, if you had, for instance, a brother or a sister or an uncle who doesn't check on you, and this brother, for instance, was in, let's say, another city, I mean, you could not tell whether really this brother wasn't checking on you simply because this brother had no means of communicating with you. So it could be that, and it was probably costly to travel from his state to your state or whatever. But today, with the help of social media, it is very easy for us to notice that, okay, based on the fact that this person hasn't sent me a text message, then it could mean that this person doesn't care for me or doesn't look up for me or whatever. You see it. So it's just that life has been enhanced with technology, but it doesn't mean there's anything new under the sun. You see, when I take the metro, all right, sometimes, or let's say the subway for those in the US, sometimes, or the bus, sometimes I meet people that, you know, are very cold towards me, very rude sometimes. And sometimes I meet people that say hi to me. If I have a book or a journal or whatever reading, I would see somebody that would be trying every means possible to to read what I'm reading. I'll see somebody trying every means possible to engage in a conversation with me instead of just minding his or her own business. I will see people making this effort. But I had kept in my mind that, you know what, today everybody just doesn't care. Nobody cares anymore. Everybody's just for themselves. The world has become this, the world has become that. But there are people who care. There are people who love true and truly. I go to the supermarket and maybe I may meet somebody rude, right? At the end of the day, before I leave, I may meet somebody that is extremely nice to me. All right. A neighbor might pass without saying hi. Another neighbor might see me and exudes a lot of joy seeing me. So this tells me that what there is hope. It doesn't really matter how the world may look at the moment or in our minds, how we may imagine things, but it is always going to be what? Positive and negative. It is always going to be like this. The next experience is going to still be jamming. It is still going to be, I don't know how it's going to be exactly, but it is still going to be what? We are already in eternity, and there is hope forever. There will always be hope, be it in any form of life, that any form of transition, there is always going to be hope. Why do I say this? I say this from a strong conviction and belief and love in the mystery behind our existence. If you are touched, please let me know in the comment section. Just type hope, all right? Or whatever that you want to say, just let me know. If you have a contrary opinion, just let me know. Love you.